Virginia mentioned that we're wrapping up our week of daily climate change discussions with a look at what you can do. All week I've shown you different ways climate change is increasing temperatures and extreme weather and the toll it's starting to take on San Diego. Let's start with where the primary sources of greenhouse gases come from: transportation and energy. They're responsible for over half, and data shows going green helps. Energy efficient appliances and products have kept 2.3 billion tons of carbon dioxide out of the air since 1987. And it takes a lot of energy to pump, heat, and treat water. Washing your clothes with cold water and hang drying conserves energy. And the EPA estimates that if only 1% of American homes were retrofitted with water efficient fixtures, it would avoid 80,000 tons of global warming pollution per year. Drive less or invest in a hybrid. Using car share or public transportation helps reduce carbon emissions, and scientists say lawmakers need to make changes to policies to make a difference.
One policy that would help dramatically would be the introduction of a carbon tax. And the idea here is that instead of taxing good things like property and income, we could be taxing bad things like pollution and carbon emissions. And that would help bring the social cost of carbon in line with the private cost of carbon, which should decrease our reliance on fossil fuels.
And if you're willing to take a bigger step, consider transitioning to a plant-based diet, or at least eating more meatless meals. Approximately 10% of U.S. energy goes into food production. About 40% of that just ends up in landfills. The UN will tackle climate change next week on a global scale, but locally, we can make a difference too by taking these small steps, and some of them a little bit bigger. Jim?